Everyone, my name is Heba and welcome back. I didn't think I was going to get this palette by Burberry, the new Monogram palette, but when I saw the swatches and I saw the shades, it was like, okay, yeah, I need to try that one. I did get the one last year, the Runway palette, and that one was a little bit more cool tone, and I don't have it with me. That went to a loving home. I sent that one to a loving home, so I don't have that palette to compare it with this one, the new Monogram palette. But I did do a video of that palette, and I'll link it down below if you want to check that one out. But let's talk about the new one that they came out with, the Monogram palette, and here it is. Has that mirrored packaging that you can see everything that's in front of me, and then when you open it up, here are the shades in this palette. It's a little bit more warmer than last year to me. But before I go more into this palette, I want to let you know that the sound may be different. I did get a microphone. I have it kind of clipped to my shirt here. I don't want to touch it because it'll probably make some thumping noises. And I hope it's not too loud, too muffled, because this is the first time for me to try this microphone. It's by DJI. So I hope the sound is better. Now bear with me because as I'm trying it, I'm going to try it in different decibels, different editing wise. But I hope the sound is better. Since I got the new camera, I might as well get a new microphone, and I also got a new lens, but I'm going to try that one later. One step at a time. First the camera, then the mic, next will be the lens. But let's get back to the palette. So again, this is by Burberry and it's the Festive Monogram Collection Eye Palette. To celebrate the holiday season, Burberry captures its modern house colors and distinctive finishes in the limited edition Monogram Collection Eye Palette. This holds 9 highly pigmented shades in matte, satin, and metallic finishes, perfect for creating customizable looks. The pigments of the 3 formulas combine contrasting ultra-central textures with maximum color payoff for long-lasting hold. So there are 9 shades in here with 3 different finishes, a matte, satin, and metallic. And this palette cost $115. Yes, the price increased from last year, as with everything else. Now, I'm just using my memory from the last palette, but it's set up the same with 9 shades, 3 rows each, and I believe it's the same size, same weight. The outside of the packaging is different. Last year it had the Burberry plaid, and this year it does have, you can see that it has the initial B for Burberry. Something else that's similar from last year is how they named their shades. They just named the color and the finish, like gold metallic and brown matte. Nothing fancy with the names. And another thing that's similar from last year is kind of the texture of the shadows here. It has those lines, those grooves in here. But of course, once you swatch it, it does kind of flatten out. What's different this year are the shades and the cover of this year's palette. Now, spoiler alert, I do like this palette. I do like this palette. Now, I know the shades in here are very similar to what we have in our collection, because this is more of a warm tone palette with golds and coppers, and of course you have this green that they call golden brown, but you'll see that when I swatch it later. But I have to say, I do like this palette, even though we do have similar shades. I did this look trying to do something different, and for me, I think it is, and I really do like it. When I combine those 2 shades together, this one Midnight and Rose Gold that you'll see in a few minutes, I think it turned out really pretty. Yeah, I do like this palette a lot more than last year's palette. So I'm really glad that I got it. The pigmentation is there. The shades are very pretty. The formula is very nice. So, all right, let me go ahead and show you how I came up with this look, and I'll see you on the other side. Let me go ahead and take it out of the brown paper bag that it came in. It's kind of cute like this with Burberry right here. And on the back, it is closed with their Burberry sticker. And it just comes with the palette. There's no paper inside here. So here's what the box looks like. This is the front and the back. You've got the shade names in the back right there. And then we got the palette here. It's silver and it's got some etching there. I believe that's the letter B for Burberry, and it's the mirror packaging so you can see everything in front of me. But it's not the usual Burberry plaid. So hopefully you can see the back in this angle here without showing much reflection. Also gives you the shade names with the texture of it, and then you open it up and here are the shades in this palette. I don't know if you could see that it has those stripes in there, the texture. Let me do some live swatches, but right off the bat, I have to say that I do like these shades in this year's palette. The last palette was a little bit more cool tone. It was pretty, but it wasn't my favorite. But so far, just by looking at it, I do like the warm shades in here, but let's go ahead and swatch it first to make sure. But the first one is gold metallic. I don't know if it looks gold, but okay, looks a little bit more coppery to me, but the texture of it's very smoothing on my arm. Next one is brown satin. This one does have a little bit of a rose tone to it, a rose gold. And then our first matte shade, which is a brown matte. This one's a midnight satin. Ooh, that one's pretty. Ooh, that would be a very pretty one and done shade right there. Yeah, and there's still some left over in my finger, so it's very pigmented. This one is champagne mist. Ooh, that one's got some bling to that. And this one is copper metallic. So let's see if this one's copper. All right, copper metallic. I would say this one's more gold and this one's more copper. But all right, this one's a deep brown matte. Now this one says golden brown satin. All right, looks a little bit more green, a little bit more khaki. And then the last one is a rose gold metallic. Ooh, that one's pretty. I like that one. So here are the swatches of the Burberry Monogram palette. Very pretty, I have to say. First, let me go ahead and prime my eyes and then we'll start using this palette. And I use the Hourglass eyeshadow primer. Now there are only 2 matte shades in this palette and they're both brown. A brown and a deep brown. So let's go in with this one, brown matte. And let's put you in the outer corner first just to test the pigmentation. All right, it's there. Wow. And then bring you in the inner corner. All right, that was one dip. Not bad, very pretty. All right, that was easy. And I do like the shade, this brown matte shade. This one will be another great one for a one and done if you just want a matte look. Because I do like that warm brown. All right, let's go into this Midnight Satin because I want to put that one in the outer corner. Even though this is a satin, let's see how it looks on my textured lids. Because maybe we can use this shade to deepen up the look. Okay, this one does show a little bit of texture because it is satin, but I think you can use this one as an outer corner shade. And again, this one will be a pretty one and done shade. Let me just kind of bring you in to the center, to the middle of my lid. And this was just one dip. You want me to go back into the first brush and just blend it out? Now I know everyone's been using this golden brown shade, this khaki green. To me, I want to try this rose gold one. And let's put you on my lid. I think that'd be very pretty. Let me go back into satin and just kind of fuse those 2 shades together. I want to bring it in more too. Okay, I'm using my finger now with Midnight. Because I do like the combination that those 2 bring. Midnight and rose gold. Ooh, I kind of like those 2 together. All right, let me do it to the other side. First use the brush, and then let me use my finger. Oh, I kind of like that. Those 2 shades together kind of looks more titanium, and I like that. Let me go back in with the matte shade, the brown matte shade, and just blend the outer corner here and inside just to kind of warm it up. But yeah, I like that. All right, let me put some makeup on and I'll come back and do underneath my eyes. And you know, I just noticed that I do see some fallout with that, but luckily I did my eyes first, so I'm just gonna wipe it off. Let's go into the brown matte first, and we'll go from the outer to the inner with this shade. And then using Midnight and just going in the outer corner. Yeah, just concentrate it right there. Now let me finish putting the rest of my makeup on. And here is the finished look. What do you think, guys? You know, I do like using those 2 shades overlapping each other, Midnight and Rose Gold. I think it brings such a unique color for me, and you can still see the rose gold in the inner corner, and you can still see Midnight kind of deepen up the outer corner, and then using that brown matte just kind of warmed it up a little bit. But I'm liking this look. Now what do I think about this palette? You know, just using it one time, the pigmentation is there, the shades are there, and I'll be playing with it a lot more. And you know, a lot of these shades are not unique. We probably have these shades elsewhere in our collection. I know I have shades that are similar to these warm tones right here and also this golden brown, but I'm glad I got this one because I really do like the shades in here. Very pretty. And again, I know they're not very unique. We have these shades in our collection. I don't know, I just like this look that I came out with. with that rose gold and midnight. And I have a feeling that you can use a lot of these shades for a one and done, especially midnight. I don't think I can use rose gold by itself because it'd be a little light. But I think the matte shades you can use by itself. I'm sure you can use this golden brown and the bronze and copper shades. Yeah, but I do like this look. It's very pretty. And hopefully that the sound is good because this is the first time for me to use this microphone. So we'll see. We'll see. I hope I don't have to do this look over again. And if I have to, I have to, because I think it's a pretty look. Well, all right, you guys, thank you so much for watching this video. And if you liked it, enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this. And you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.